was like, those few moments in life where you're so speechless. Yeah, that happened. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know my voice might be a little overexcited, but I have been waiting to do this video for such a long time because there is no better way to start your semester at uni other than learning from others' mistakes and not doing it yourself. So here's the 10 things that I wish I would have done, and in fact should have done before or during my first semester. And trust me, I really regret these. The first thing that I'm going to be talking about is planning your timetable smartly. Now, hear me out. This is probably one of the first things you're going to do after you join university. And if you're someone like me, I was like, I'll do my classes only in the mornings. So the rest of my days are completely free. That's not how it works, honey. Firstly, getting a job ain't easy at all. Let me just break it out to you guys. It's not easy. Okay. But secondly, while I was trying to schedule my classes in the morning, I did it in such a way that I had to go to uni for 4 days. So sure, my classes were in the morning, but I lived 30 minutes away. And 4 classes meant every single day I had to get up. And all my morning classes were at 8:30, which meant I had to get up at 6:30, and you know what it was. But some of my classmates were so smart enough that they scheduled 2 classes in one day. So basically they had we have 4 classes, 2 classes in one day, 2 classes in one day, and they only had to attend uni for 2 days. And that is honestly the smartest thing you can do, because I'm not saying what I did was not smart. That was just way more effective, saves them time, and they have extra days just for their work or any other thing that they want to do. So basically, they've got days free. And sometimes in universities or when you're looking for jobs, people will want you from morning to evenings. And when you have more days in the week free, that's the best thing that can happen to you. The second thing is to transfer your timetable to your calendar. Now, this seems like such a small thing, but please do not ignore it, because I had so many days where I would walk to my building, and while I'm in the lift, be like, what room is it? Like, what floor is it? And I would have people be like, she has not pressed a room yet, and I'm like, oh, yeah. So this took me a while because I had a friend tell me, bro, why are you? Yeah, I was manually adding it. I know. My friend was like, why are you doing this? You can just download it from your timetable, which RMIT has, and you can export it, and it's automatically going to be added to your phone. And I was like, those few moments in life where you're so speechless. Yeah, that happened. So it's a really small thing, but do it, because all your classes are going to be automatically added, and you'll have your building number, your floor number, and your room number as well. Incredibly small thing, but you don't need to be dealing with that chaos in the morning, and it's all a matter of convenience. So go do that. The next thing and the third thing basically is to focus on your assignments from week one. Now, you need to understand this. I come from an Indian education system. Before this, I studied in Dubai, but again, I was studying under CBSE, so in terms of education, it was the same nevertheless. So my logic was like, oh, I have to take notes, I have to revise every single day and learn and blah, blah, blah. This would have worked if my course was an exam-based course. We did have quizzes, which, to be honest, I put way more effort into that. That only accumulated for 5%. They weren't kind with the scoring, but whatever. Okay. I need you. If your course is assignment based, I need you to focus on your assignments from day one. From the moment you get your course thing on Canvas, you will have your assignments, have a look at them and see what they require. And from the first week, focus on those. Obviously, pay attention to class and engage with the professor. Just all of these things, they're really important. But every week during the class section, they will give a small task that helps you for your assignment, which I missed because I was so focused on appearing engaged in the class and all this. And yeah, it worked, but it would have made my assignments so much more better, and I would have been able to ask for so much more feedback if I had focused on those weekly tasks, and they would have saved me time, because it's basically like little tasks you do that accumulate and kind of form the base of your assignment. So you just then, need to build on what you have already done. So please focus on your assignments from day one. If your course is assignment based, again, if it's exam based, then that's a whole another story. The fourth thing is to build relationships with your lecturers, your tutors, and your course coordinators. Now, this might seem intimidating because, again, if I'm gonna say, like, oh, I come from the Indian education system, this is not really. They don't really teach you to do this, but it is so incredibly important. It can be something as small as asking feedback for an assignment. And I had a professor who sat down with me and told me exactly what went wrong. And it can be, you can lose your grades over something as small as your list of tables or list of figures not being on a separate page, because you're in your masters and they do not take these things lightly. So it's all about building a relationship with them so that they know who you are. And the bond that you form with them professionally can help you so much in your career as well. So when you're applying for jobs, you that's the person you can reach out to. And as someone who is an expert in that field, there's no one else who can help you more than them. The fifth thing is learn referencing and presentation early on. This is not something to play around. Like I was telling you guys earlier, you can lose marks over something really small. In fact, in all my rubrics, I think I had like a good 5% in each assignment simply for presentation. So this is the easiest 5% to gain marks out of, and you don't want to really play with this. I want to talk about one particular website that RMIT themselves has, and I don't see people using it. And I'm sorry, but I lose my mind over it, because you are paying so much money and you're not making use of it. Why? So, like, RMIT has a site called RMIT Easy Site, where they tell you to reference all kinds of RMIT Harvard, APA, so many different MLA as well. And they don't just tell you, oh, this is what you have to do. They explain each bit in detail. They then give you a sample, and then they give you a sample with like an example. Sample of the example. But basically, they tell you exactly what you have to do. And when you have all this and you're not making use of it and simply losing marks, like I did, that's not something you want to do. That is why I'm sitting here and making this video and explaining it to you all. But don't lose marks, please. Referencing and beautiful presentation. Learn how to present, watch Canva videos, watch YouTube videos. The project that you do, the report that you submit, if it's not visually appealing enough, then, you know, just a plain paper and just random words, not in format and all, is not going to gain you marks. Everything has to go hand in hand. It's hard, but you learn it over time. And out of this point, one thing you need to take away is RMIT Easy Site. Make use of it. The sixth point is to respect the word count. I have a very strong personal story, and this is one of the biggest mistakes I made, and I'll tell you. So, basically, in this assignment, I did so well, and I was about to get HD, which is high distinction, which is the highest grade you can get at RMIT. But I conveniently, I don't know what exactly happened with me, I went overboard, like I crossed the word count. And every grade was high distinction, like every rubric. And then for presentation, I wasn't passed, which is shit. I'm sorry, there's no other way to explain it. But when you lose marks in presentation, when it's one of the easiest things to gain marks in, you feel like shit. So, and I lost, and my overall grade for that assignment fell in a distinction when it could have easily been a high distinction. Like, I didn't lose marks because I did the wrong thing, submitted late. I lose marks because of my carelessness. And I don't want you all to do this. So maybe like put a paper in your room, do not cross word count. That is not something you should be doing. Seventh point, and this is so important and crucial even for helping you get a job, and that is volunteer as soon as possible. Like, this makes all the difference. When you come to Melbourne, it is very rare that you are immediately going to get a job. It is going to take 1 or 2 weeks for you to get a job. And in that time, when you're applying for jobs and when they ask you, oh, you came to Melbourne at this day, what have you been doing so far? Your response should never be, oh, I'm applying to jobs and stuff. You should be able to say, oh, I volunteered in so and so. RMIT has hundreds of associations where you can volunteer. Actually, some of the ones I have volunteered with are RUSU, RMIT Active, and there's so many more associations. You just gotta go to the RMIT website and you'll find them. Keep yourself busy with volunteering until you get a job, and do it even after that, because it helps you build your resume and you are seen as someone who is proactive and willing to give back to the community. And that is the personality that you need to have. Ooh, I forgot to say this, but really, once you come to Australia, in fact, as soon as you reach here, apply for your Working with Children's check. It is so important in every volunteer opportunity that you're going to apply for. That is a mandatory question. The Working with Children's check as a volunteer is completely free, and that is what you should be applying for. Have it ready and have that number with you in your notes at all times, because in 95% of the jobs or volunteering opportunities, they ask for that. So the eighth thing is make friends from different backgrounds. Now, hear me out. When you come to a new city, one thing that's obviously going to be not so normal is your comfort. Like, your comfort zone is not going to be there. So it's natural for you to connect with people who are from your country and who are just so similar to you. And that's wonderful. No one is telling you don't do that. Do that. But it is also extremely important to connect with people from different backgrounds, different cultures, because Australia is such a multicultural city. You have so many people from so many different backgrounds, and you need to make 100% use of this opportunity, because you have got the chance to be here, and a lot of people are praying for the chance to be in Australia. And when you can connect with people from different cultures, backgrounds, learn things that you otherwise wouldn't have learned, it's so important that you make use of this opportunity. And trust me, you will gain some incredibly amazing friends just like I did, and so many incredible experiences. Ninth tip, and I think this is a tip that y'all will be really, really excited about, and that is use the free groceries. RMIT has so many opportunities where you get to take home free groceries, and sometimes they can be enough for good 1 or 2 weeks. You've got the Compass drop in, you've got the free groceries by Kirip as well, you've got free breakfast by Rusu, free lunch, chill and grill. You can see, like, the list is endless. So make sure to follow the university accounts so you don't like really lose track, and don't miss out on this, because I missed it for the first 2 weeks. And after that, I made sure to be there for the free groceries and for the free Compass check ins, because those you get like jasmine rice, milk. I recently got like coconut milk, and it was good. It was thick and all, and it's so useful for me when I cook food. So make sure to make use of these free groceries. So we are at our 10th point, and I have so much more to speak on, but for this video, I just made 10. So if y'all want a part 2, let me know about it. But this is all about present yourself well. I know it's an ongoing conversation, and I needed to give my perspective on this. I know a lot of people say in Australia, no one cares how you dress. And sure, I agree with that. But no one cares if you're not looking for an opportunity. No one cares if you're not looking for a job. When you are looking for these things, you need to present yourself well. I'm not asking you go dress up in some Chanel or some luxury brand. No, or anything, it's fine. But what you're wearing, be confident in what you're wearing and be presentable. Because if you're going to apply for a job and you've got your resumes in hand, but you're not dressed in a presentable way, they might take your resume and be like, we'll get back to you. That basically means we are never getting back to you, 90% of the time at least. So it is so important that whenever you go out, maybe like to give resumes or for an opportunity, that you present yourself well. It's unintentional, but the first impression really matters. So that is really important. And secondly, this is a sub point. I'm putting it in this point in itself. Go to RMIT jobs. They have regular jobs that they keep posting. So if you're looking to get a role, I would highly recommend for you to check RMIT jobs because they've got student based roles over here, and that can be incredibly helpful for all of you. That's probably the biggest thing I've learned this semester. University isn't just about getting good grades and, being blah, blah, blah. It's also about the experiences you make, the volunteering experiences or opportunities you gain, and just the overall networking that you do as well. These are the top 10 things that I wish I knew before I joined university. If you have finished your first semester as well, I would love to hear what your tip is. And if you're starting uni for the first time ever, I hope this helps you out a lot because I wish I had this video when I was starting my first semester. So that was it to this video. All I'm asking in return of this is that y'all make sure to subscribe because I would really appreciate that. And I will see y'all on the next one. Before I leave, if y'all have any video idea that you want me to do, please drop it in the comment section and I will be more than happy to do that for you. Bye bye.